Adam Silver loves to preach about the integrity of the game, but recently that integrity got his ankles took. The NBA has spent years cozying up to the gambling industry. Odds on the broadcast, official betting partners, the whole 9 yards. And now, federal indictments just dropped, featuring an NBA head coach and a player in handcuffs. Over 30 people are charged. It's selling the idea that you can still trust basketball. Because if fans think that the fix is in, the NBA's business model is poof. Gone. It's a marketing nightmare for a league built on trust. So is it marketing? Let's find out. It's October 23rd, 2025, and the feds unsealed 2 indictments. 34 players arrested across 11 states. 3 NBA names: Chauncey Billups, Portland Trail Blazers head coach; Terry Rozier, Miami Heat guard; and Damon Jones, former NBA player and coach. All 3 deny any type of wrongdoing. Here's what prosecutors are alleging. March 23rd, 2023, Hornets game. Terry Rozier allegedly tells a friend he's faking an injury and leaving early. That friend bets hundreds of thousands of dollars on Rozier's unders. Rozier exits after only 9 minutes with a hurt shoulder. The bet hits. According to the DOJ, players faked injuries or underperformed in at least 3 different games to rig bets. Players intentionally screwing with games for cash. Chauncey Billups, that's even wilder. He's charged in a mafia-run poker operation. X-ray tables, hidden cameras, special contact lenses. Over several years, they allegedly swindled $7 million from wealthy players. Real Ocean's 11's type shit. Billups and Damon Jones is celebrity bait. If you're a rich guy invited to a poker night with an NBA Finals MVP, you think it's probably legit. It wasn't. Damon Jones was involved with both schemes. By afternoon, the NBA put Billups and Rozier on immediate leave. Statement: the integrity of our game remains a top priority. Congress sent Adam Silver a little letter demanding a briefing by October 31st. They're asking if the NBA is reconsidering its betting partnerships. When Congress tells you to chill on the gambling ads, the situation is now kind of dire. The NBA isn't just selling tickets anymore. It's selling action, odds, parlays, prop bets. In 2018, the NBA became the first major league to sign an official sports betting partnership. MGM Resorts, $25 million. Silver embraced gambling, talking about enhancing integrity and fan engagement. They added DraftKings and FanDuel. By 2023, you couldn't watch a game or even a YouTube video or a highlight reel for that matter without seeing betting lines everywhere. The message was clear. Betting is a feature, not a bug. But the whole system only works if fans trust the games are real. Nobody bets on WWE. The fun is believing that there's fairness in the competition. This scandal strikes at that trust. Players throwing games, coaches feeding insider info, mafia gambling ring. If you're a fan right now, you're pretty much second guessing everything. Was that injury legit or was it a hustle? Did that team tank because of strategy or because someone had money on the line? Turn on ESPN right now and it smells just like Law and Order. You hear everything except the dun 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 dun. NBA is in trouble. NBA is in trouble. Arrest updates, courthouse coverage, gambling policy debates. Not the highlights the NBA actually wants. The league is in full damage control right now. Public statements are all about integrity. Memos about compliance, updated training programs. They're trying to control the narrative right now before it controls them. Every interview Silver is giving right now is don't lose faith. We're fixing this. Please trust us. But the trust, once broken, is extremely hard to rebuild. Here's the irony. The NBA spent years encouraging betting culture, and now it has to play morality police. In 2018, when sports betting became legal, the NBA was first in line. Silver was heralded as forward-thinking. They told fans betting would bring them closer to the game. Fast forward to 2025, and Silver is publicly saying maybe there should be less gambling advertising around NBA games. Think about it. The NBA spent years yelling, bet, bet, bet. Took millions from sports books, and now it's maybe we went too far. From a brand perspective, it's whiplash. In 2018, gambling was the golden goose. In 2025, though, gambling is the threat that could kill it. You can't preach integrity while profiting off of gambling. That's a brand credibility issue. The NBA needs fans to believe that these games are legit while pushing them to bet, which also kind of creates incentives for cheating. It's a conflict of their own making. Reports say that Silver is considering limiting gambling advertising during NBA programs. That's a tough pivot from like, betting is awesome to, I don't know, betting is kind of risky actually. The NBA bet big on gambling to boost revenue. For a while they were winning, but sometimes the pitfalls come back to bite you right in the rear end. This poker story is insane though. It also shows how deep the damages actually go. Billups and Jones allegedly got tangled up in a mafia-run poker racket. An NBA head coach consorting with mobsters. Horrible optics. One victim lost nearly $1.8 million in a single game. The NBA celebs were the bait. Their presence made it seem legit. If an NBA head coach is at the table, the game can't be rigged, right? Right? Wrong. Now fans are asking, if Billups would cheat rich guys in a backroom poker game, would he cheat fans on the court? Mess with the lineups if it benefited him financially? Even if Billups is innocent, which his attorney claims. The association itself creates the stigma. People will remember, wasn't the Blazers coach involved with the mob? And Damon Jones being part of both schemes is crazy. He was an assistant coach and former player, not just some fringe guy who just came out the blue. If someone with that background is allegedly knee-deep in corruption, it hints at a cultural problem. Fans now are asking how many other people are moving illegal, right? That question is toxic for a brand built on trust. The NBA's been here before. 2007 referee Tim Donaghy got caught betting on games that he was officiating. He went to prison for 15 months. The league said he was a lone wolf, and they tightened up the oversight, and they just moved on. Carried on like, we solved the issue, guys. He's gone. He's out of here. Fans eventually forgave, but the scar had never fully faded. Last year, Jontay Porter got a lifetime ban for betting on games and taking his own performance. Zero tolerance. How they caught that? No idea. He didn't get legit playing time anyway. So for them to even catch that, well, probably for anybody to even put a bet on him is probably something that got him caught. Who's betting on Jontay Porter, bro? But if that was meant to scare people straight, here we are with Rozier and company allegedly doing the same thing. So what's the NBA doing now? Suspended the individuals, cooperating with law enforcement, meeting with Congress, launching internal reviews. Adam Silver and the NBA right now are in crisis mode. Expect updated integrity safeguards, more audits, harsher penalty, third-party monitoring. All of it is both genuine fixes and carefully crafted signals to the public. We care. We're taking action. Don't abandon us. When Silver goes to Capitol Hill, it'll be a polished performance aimed at reassuring everyone that the NBA has this under control. Here's the marketing lesson. The NBA's predicament is a classic brand overextension. They aligned and connected with something lucrative but volatile, and now they're reaping the downsides. If you hitch your brand to a rising trend, you better make sure it doesn't blow up in your face. The NBA hitched itself to gambling for engagement and profits. They built the casino wing onto the house of NBA. And now that wing is threatening to burn down the rest. Red wedding. For creators and brands, be mindful of the values and risks of what you partner with and who you partner with. The NBA's core promise was authentic competition. By intertwining with gambling, which incentivizes skirting rules, they introduce a direct conflict. If you chase a shiny revenue source that conflicts with your core mission, you might make short-term gains, but you're probably courting long-term disaster. Trust is the cornerstone of any brand relationship, and it's disproportionately hard to win back once lost. They can't just run on a "our games are fair" ad campaign. They have to demonstrate it over a long period of time. In 2018, the NBA sold fans on the excitement of betting. In 2025, though, they have to sell fans on integrity all over again. It's crisis marketing, trying to convince people that everything they believe isn't falling apart. The house isn't crashing down. The house isn't burning down above us. The league now is in the business of marketing belief. Belief that the games are real. Belief that players are playing to win. Belief that what you see isn't staged or influenced by gambling puppeteers. Every suspension, Every policy change, every statement is part of the campaign. The NBA will continue. The season will go on. Most fans will keep watching. But the question is, do you trust it? That's the fragile commodity the NBA is desperately protecting. If they lose it, if fans decide the NBA is just another rigged circus, all this betting partnership and broadcast deals are now in jeopardy. So let me know what you think. Does this scandal change how you see the NBA? For the NBA's sake, they better hope we keep believing. Because the one thing money can't buy back is trust. And without trust, you can't sell much of anything. Least of all, the thrill of real competition. So is it marketing? I sure hope so. Because if the NBA can convince you the house isn't rigged, then we're all just marks at the table. Huh, you're still here. Why don't you just click this video right here? It's a great time. I'll see you over there.